Good morning, YouTubers. Thank you for tuning in. We hope that you're enjoying our videos, and we do a Facebook Live every Friday morning in walking around the shop and then upload it to YouTube. And we hope that you will enjoy watching our videos and maybe go on and subscribe, put a thumbs up and add a comment. And this is Paddy, my sister's dog, who comes up every Friday morning and takes part, and he's a valued member of the team. So thanks for watching, and we'll be back on the screen again soon.
Just testing. Good morning. We're just doing a sound check. Bear with us. Won't be a moment. Weather's not very fantastic up here, is it? Is that what's going to make the difference with sound and broadcasting stuff? We have sound. Hooray!
That was
Marvellous.
fast, wasn't it?
Marvellous, marvellous, marvellous. Good morning, everybody.
Morning.
Welcome to Shop Life. And shame about the rain, shame about the weather, but I'm doing my level best to ignore it. And everybody who knows me knows how hard that is. But we have sunshine in our hearts, so we will try and get through the day. Maybe some bubbles at the end of the day will make it a little bit more incentivized.
Sounds like a plan to me.
Nick never needs any persuading to have bubbles at the end of the day, ever. So,
Nick's going to be doing this show, isn't
oh
he?
yes, we were going to hand it over to Nick today, weren't we? Look.
No way.
Backs out of the screen.
Backs out quicker than Jack Flash. We did actually tease him this morning and say, right, we're going to go live and say to Nick, right, you're doing it, because he was telling me all the things I had to remember to talk about. So I said, well, why don't you do it? No. The next week, Nick, it's you, okay? That'll make everybody tune in to see you doing it next week. I'll mic you up and you're it. So,
Got to wash your hair.
we've had the lovely local artist Belinda Downes with me most of the week, actually, not for sort of long periods of time, but just dapping in and out to do the transformation on our Queen Elizabeth I giant picture. And
Sorry.
got a bit of feedback going on there.
Technical fail.
And that's been great. It's been lovely having her company.
Michael's
and watching
saying
the transformation.
morning from the very wet Chiltern. Sorry to interrupt.
Morning, Michael. How are you, my lovely Michael J. Wingert? Nice to know you're there, as always. Thank you. So, yes, we're going to concentrate on that today. We're going to focus on that. Then we've had some nice new pieces of stock in. Not loads, but some really lovely quality bits and pieces. And we've just emptied my van from a collection from the auction yesterday. So although it's not even priced and it's in a big old heap out on the pavement, we can show you that briefly if we don't stay out too long. Otherwise, my sisters and my hair just goes, and that's the end of that. We end up having to wear a hat all day. So sorry, Ginge, but you're going to have to get up. Poor old Paddy. You're like an old boy today, Padster. Are you very tired, boy, are you, darling? Are you very tired? So, shall we start with Belinda's work? Just because, I don't know, James, you might have to sort of sneak into that little corner
So
bit
I don't
there.
know if anyone will be able to remember. This was a piece of art that had a very squiffy face. I just need to find the old.
Oh yes, you're going to show the before picture of the.
I'm just going to show you. So
Do you want me to hold the phone?
that was the old picture of her on my phone, and as you can see, her poor old chops weren't quite right. You can't get the light.
And her nose
light
was
on it. Sorry.
terrible. And
Good morning, Julie, to you all. I hope you're all okay.
morning, Julie.
Have a good bank holiday.
Thank you, darling.
So yes, that needed to have some treatments, and it had been in the shop for a long time, hadn't it?
Yes. So we're hoping that now that she's had this beautiful new and very much more realistic face
And she also
and a
had
new
her
hand
hands
painted on,
restored.
that she's going to look rather super.
I think it's perfect.
It's gorgeous, isn't it?
Yeah.
So many people are stopping to looking through the window and putting their thumbs up, and they've been watching the process. And I videoed all the different sections, and we will be uploading that in due course onto our YouTube channel. So look out for that.
Belinda is a very famous local artist and has many fabulous pieces, doesn't she?
Yeah, she really does.
In her collection, she does a lot of architecture and scenes from the Cotswolds.
And she's just absolutely gorgeous to boot as well. So, you know, it's been a pleasure having her around this.
But I must say that it was your ingenious idea to attempt to restore the features, because
Well, I'm going to take full credit, of course, for all of it.
you know, without you being the driving force behind it, it wouldn't have
Nailing
happened.
her
So
feet to the floor and saying, "You will paint a picture of this, sort it out
it's
for
a
me."
difficult one to sort of go in and change something like that piece of
Yeah.
art, isn't it?
Well, it's been a very interesting process. So I'm really pleased to have been able to have it done, and also to have her in here as good company. Actually, we've had a good laugh this week, and lots of people popping in to see Belinda, which is normal. You can't walk 100 yards down the high street with Belinda without being accosted by somebody. So yes, it's been good. And of course, the frame that is around this is very old. It came out of an old barn, and then somebody's put the hardboard behind it and then painted this picture on it. And I think it's so flamboyant and really rather magnificent. She's even painted the beads look around the hand, which is lovely. It's sort of very much in keeping.
So is that priced up on that tag?
No, not yet. I've just got to sort that out, because obviously it will change the price because we've had to add value to it. But we will endeavour to get that up on the wall down in the other room. We only finished it last night. The final coat of varnish went on at about 5 to 5 last night, and we will get it up on the wall today and reissue it. So I'm very, very pleased with that. I love it. We're wondering if, when it's actually up on the wall, whether the eyes might just sort of follow you around. You know how sometimes that can happen. It'd be very spooky if it does, and it'd probably give me the heebie-jeebies, but we'll see. But whilst we're in this little corner as well, I thought I would show you these. I've got 2 Victorian chairs that I've purchased, and I absolutely love them. I sort of call them deconstructed chairs because they've been completely reupholstered in the traditional method, and they've been taken up to the level of the calico, so that anybody wanting to put their own top coat of fabric on, they can then choose their fabric and go ahead and do that. But for me, I absolutely love it, just as it is. For me. Did I go a bit American then, or something?
Well, there's this guy on the YouTube who says, "For me," and talks about "for me" all the time, as if everything's about him.
Well, it's kind of like it is, really. But this one is the male one. Obviously, it's got the arms, and it's a little bit bigger, and this one's on for $395. But it's in such good condition. It's got the original casters. There's no woodworm. There's no splits in the wood. The wood is perfect. I love the way that the upholstery is being done. It's been done to such a high standard. And for me, I would leave it just as it was, and I'd probably have them on a landing or in a dining room or something.
You don't have any sticky-handed friends?
No, or a dog or anything like that. And then we've got the nursing chair, you know, the lady's chair, the grandmother's chair. I think that would be a grandfather one, and this would be a grandmother one. And this was on for $220. But they're just absolutely pure quality. They're lovely. So I'm hoping that somebody's going to come along and say, "Yep, I'll have those. Thank you very much." That would be very nice, wouldn't it, Nick? Then we've had this little table, which I have to say Nick has done a marvellous job on.
I just recognised it.
Yeah. Well, no, this isn't yours.
Oh, isn't it?
No, yours is the blue one over there.
Oh, that's mine.
That's yours, your old one.
Wow.
But this one we rescued, and it was in a terrible state, wasn't it? It really was absolutely shocking. But I love these pedestal tables, and this one had a really nice chunky base to it. So Nick's taken it away, and he's sanded the top back. He's put a layer of wax, clear wax, on the top to seal it. And then he's painted the pedestal in After Midnight from the Alfresco range, which is probably...
Morning, Simon.
Morning signs. Little chorus then of morning signs. Yeah, the colour After Midnight is probably one of my favourites. I just think it's a really, really classy colour. It's a cross between sort of green, blue, teal,
That's like my
navy.
wall, isn't it?
Very like your wall. Yeah, just like your wall. So that, I think, is just lovely, and it's gone on at the staggeringly good price of £145.
No way.
I know, it's crazy. But basically at the moment, I'm trying to concentrate on getting things in that we've got, revamping them and getting them out, because A, I need the space, B, I need the money, and C, it's good for the economy to keep everything going. So if somebody wants themselves a really lovely little table That would work really well for 2 people, but at a push you could squeeze 3 round it, couldn't you?
Absolutely.
Solid little job, that one. It's lovely. What else was there? Yes, here. These. Aren't these cute? A pair of... They're not really bookends, but they're heavy little cast iron horse heads.
Right up
And,
your Strasser.
Right up my Strasser, completely and utterly. I love these. I think on a shelf somewhere, they could be at the end of a row of books. But if you're a bit of a horse lover, and if you love rust, and if you love weight, it's got the Braxton weight, hasn't it, Nick?
Absolutely, yeah.
And those are on for $44.95 for the pair. And then we've got this little wooden hinged armed folklore type wooden doll, I suppose, for want of a better description. And there's something very charming about her as well. And she's on for $39.95. While I've got you there, this I literally took out of the window to make space for Belinda yesterday. This is an 18th century oak carving of a mystical mermaid figure, flat-backed, possibly from a fire surround or a bedpost, damage to the left arm. Now it's on for $315, and that is because it's old, it's a one-off, it cost me a lot of money, but, you know, if somebody wants to come in and barter with me, then I'm in a bartering sort of mood. And although the arm is missing, and I've spoken to a wonderful craftsman who said, yep, he said I could do that, and nobody would even know it had ever been missing, somehow or other there's something quite nice about the fact that it is just the way that it is. And the patina on this hand, it almost feels like it's a little lucky hand.
Mm-hmm.
At the Bath Abbey, they've got something on the big doors there, and it's been rubbed so many times that the patina on the wood is incredible. I've got 2 of these. I can't remember how much they are because the tag is on the one down in the other room, but we'll have a look when we go down. These are really heavy iron. I mean, they are seriously heavy. I don't want to lift it up because it makes my hand shake.
What is it, like 10 kilos?
Well, it's a 2-man job, really. It's heavy, and I've got 2 of them. So if you were thinking about having an alfresco dinner party, and let's say it was just a little bit on the windy side, I suppose if it was very windy, it might blow your candles out. But at least you've got the look of these 2 magnificent candelabras. And I love the fact that they're so primitive. You know, they could be something straight out of a castle, couldn't they?
Everyone in your world lives in a castle.
They do, yes. Yes, they all live in castles. All my neighbours, they all live in castles. Was there anything else that was up here? No, we've just got the general, if you do a little panoramic view of things up here. What was the other things, Nick? I told you to remember them all. Nothing up here, is there? Oh, the French tables. Had we shown people those last week? We did, yes, okay. So we've still got those. And if we go down here, I took possession yesterday of a very heavy Romeo and Juliet weathered stone garden ornament, which is on for $47.95. Had to move that in on my own last night. Talk about my eyes bulging. Honestly, I did use a sack truck, but even with the sack truck, just trying to get it on there was...
You're a dick, you are.
I am a dick. Yes, it's official. When it comes to doing things that need moving, what do they say? No one is more determined than a woman moving furniture, and that's so true. There was nobody to help me, so I had to do it myself. Still got this gorgeousness. I just come down here sometimes and I just stroke this just because I can, and I think it's so beautiful. This 18th century French bomb chest with this magnificent handles and furniture on the front of it. It's just gorgeous. It's on for $14.95, so $1,495, but it's kind of like seriously gorgeous. And find another. That's what I always think. Where are you going to find another? We've got a nice little refectory table here, which we've painted using Olivia. Nice little table for a house, not hugely heavy, which is great for me. And that's on for £165. Another bargain. And actually, it's been painted using the alfresco paint, so that'd be all right in the garden if you needed to, wouldn't it, Nick? So if it had a few rain showers on it, wouldn't matter. I'm afraid to say I'm a big fat fail when it comes to having stenciled the second door. I had every good intention, but this week has come and gone, and I haven't even laid the door on the bench.
It gives an idea, doesn't it? It's gorgeous.
Yeah, just try and imagine this duplicated on this side to get an effect. But I know I said I would do it by last week. I will try very hard this week to get it done, but you know, when you're a one-man band and you've got paint deliveries coming in and people coming in and all sorts of things going on, Doesn't always go to plan. Still got this gorgeous little French dressing table. I just love this. I don't know where the label's gone on this one, Nick. Maybe I never put the label on it. I thought I did. So that's clever, isn't it? Can't tell you how much it is because I can't remember. But anyway.
There it is down there, look.
Where?
The leg.
Oh yes, it slid down. It slided itself down. So that's on for 385. Should we just put that back up, Pads? Shall we, darling? It's 385. What do you think? Good value? Good value? Yes. So funny, isn't he, how he gets involved with everything? Still got the project piece, 145 for this gorgeous drinks cabinet. Needs somebody to come along and say, yes, that's a solid piece of furniture and I can do something with that to really funk it up. It's got all the original features. You'll slide in and out extra space for making your cocktails and things. It's got the mirror at the back, which personally I would change because it's a bit eroded at the bottom. And it's got the old-fashioned plug-in tube, which I would change for an LED light. But, you know, a solid piece of furniture that would look fantastic, either sanded right back and waxed or repainted. And in fact, yesterday I was talking to Belinda about it, and I said, Belinda, if we do all the basic works for you, how would you feel about coming in and maybe painting some individual little things, scenes or people or characters or something? And I could tell it planted a seed. So we might just be able to talk her into coming and doing something amazing with this piece of furniture if nobody buys it beforehand. That's sold, that's gone. That's just been moved into that space because I've just put the big bistro set in the back of my van to deliver later today. Nothing else down here, I don't think, Nick, is there? It's looking a bit empty because there have been quite a few things going out this week, which is obviously great news. Oh yes, well done, Nick, found the other candle holder. How much are they? £120 for the pair. So there we go. You got it? I'm standing away. So that's really rather nice, isn't it? So if we just pop up and have a quick look outside, we will literally be out there in a nanosecond back in again because it's raining. But I just wanted to show you a really nice bench that's come in. Come here, Paddy Pads. Come here, my darling. Come here, darling. He's a good boy. Let's go and have a quick look and see. Right. Nick, I might need you to hold him. Oh, it's actually not raining. Oh, it is a bit. So this morning, I've unloaded from the van this really very nice cast alloy 3-seater garden bench, which needs a jolly good clean. And actually, I think if it was mine and I could be bothered, I would paint it using the alfresco paint, give it a bit of a smart new coat, maybe something with the Olivia or maybe blackjack. But it could be any colour you liked, and I just think that that is a really nice piece. We've got another little bistro table there, which we haven't actually put up yet. Various bits and pieces here, which we have to sort. Nothing else that's new down here. Same sort of stuff that we normally have. Still got the lovely little French folding table down there, which I'm surprised that hasn't gone. These have now been sold, and I've got to take them up to deliver them when I go up to Gloucester next. So that's it. That was short and sweet, wasn't it? Well, short anyway. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. How is everything going with the Ukrainian thing? Oh, look. He's so good. He comes in,
we're still
pour up.
collecting the out-of-date medical kits and medicines to send to Ukraine. So you can drop them in the shop or get in touch and we'll collect. Thank you for everybody that's so far donated. Amazing.
Yes, fantastic. And it's bank holiday this Monday.
Yeah.
We won't be open though. I can't remember why. I think it was because we decided we might just have a day off.
Well, that's the idea of bank holidays.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'll be here on Saturday. So if you want to do a project over the weekend, you want to come in and collect your paint, then you need to come in and see me today or tomorrow. We'll be closed Sunday because we always close on Sundays. Closed on Monday because it's bank holiday. And that's it, isn't it? No other announcements, no other housekeeping?
No, nothing at the moment.
No. So that's it. Have a fabulous week, everybody. Thank you for being there. Share, share, share. Do.
Simon's saying, did you all vote last night? There needs to be an FFF party.
Yeah, we could have an FFF party, couldn't we? I'm not sure what all the F's would stand for, but we'd think of something. Paddy?
It's probably not repeatable.
No, probably not. No. It's treat time, my little darling. Yes, little treat for the little boy. Where's your paw? Let me go and get you a treat. That's it. Thank you, everybody.
Good weekend, everyone.
Lots of watching. Bye for
Bye.
now.